And all of a sudden, this is what did you describe it as a slow dissolve as Marvin sheds, well, a few years and becomes infinitely better looking, but that's all right. And the band played on from An Eastern Saga Chapter 6, modified for the reading by Marty Mertz. Saturday night was usually busy at the Foreign Correspondents Club. Light blazed from the main building, cars crowded the parking lot, and more overflowed onto the driveway. The band was playing dreamy dance numbers, and the floor was spilling over with people tripping the light fantastic. Some folks gazed out over the front wall at the exquisite night view of the harbor, and serious drinkers piled up 3 deep at the bar. I decided to jump the queue at the bar, managing to slip through the crowd and make my order. I thought I'd got away with it, but a red-faced young man sitting at the bar and well into his cups observed me.
I saw you sneaking in to get served, eh?
I just wanted to order the drink. I'm going now.
Are you a member of the Majesty's Army?
Not very likely. I'm an American.
So you're an American. So what? What have you got against the British Army? What's wrong with us?
Nothing.
We drove in from Shek Kong to enjoy Saturday night. We don't have to put up with any insults from bloody American.
Look, I didn't mean to insult you. I think the British are wonderful people.
Yeah? Yeah, so what's wonderful about them?
I've only been in Hong Kong a short time, but I'm very impressed with the way the British are handling the government here. And I'm sure the army is doing its part.
What makes you so sure?
He lifted his voice in an aggressive manner and began to shout. At this point, his wife, who was sitting on the stool next to him, tried her best to shut him up.
Take it easy, John. There's no need to get upset. We're all friends here.
Another Brit sitting on the end of the bar was drunk as well, and he looked like he was itching to get into the argument.
I'll tell you what's wrong with the army. They don't do a goddamn thing except march their soldiers up and down a couple of hours a day and spend the rest of their time playing football and drinking beer.
What makes you so smart, smart ass? I bet you're in the Navy.
You've got it, mate. We do all the patrolling and the dangerous work, like looking for illegals and searching Chinese junks for contraband.
The atmosphere was growing belligerent, and John's wife was visibly irritated.
Come on, can't you guys talk together like grown men? What do you got to fight about?
The Navy man looked incredulous.
Who wants to fight? We're just discussing things, that's all.
Yeah. Hey, Yang, what about taking my wife for a dance so we can discuss the matter in hand without a woman sticking her nose in?
You don't have to get rid of me. I just want you to behave like a gentleman, that's all, before we get thrown out of here.
Yeah, look, Yang, what's your name?
Marvin.
Okay, Marvin, whatever it is. Will you take my wife for a dance? I want her out of my hair for a while.
If she wants to, I'd be delighted.
Well, don't get too delighted. Just take her for a dance, that's all.
Of course. His wife got off the bar stool, and she appeared very pleased at the prospect of getting away from her husband for a short while. The band had started to play On a Little Street in Singapore. Cue the band. She put her arm through mine, and we walked outside to the dance floor on the lawn.
I'm really fed up with that guy. He's always picking fights with strangers. Sometimes we get thrown out of here. Very embarrassing. Oh God, it's such a relief to get away from that man.
But you seem so patient. Anyway, I'm glad he suggested this dance.
Do you mean it?
I do.
Did you particularly want to dance?
Whatever you say.
Why don't we take a walk?
She led me straight to the parking area.
Oh, this is our car.
She opened the back door and ushered me in. In a flash, she was in my arms, and before I knew it, we were kissing each other passionately. I thrust my hand down her open-neck dress and discovered that she was one of those liberated women whose breasts were braless. And when she lifted up her skirt, I found out that she didn't wear any panties either. She was a rather large woman and moved like a freight train. And her heavy breathing resembled the whistle on the engineer's cabin to warn other trains that were coming through. Realizing our time frame was short, we made ardent love without dawdling. The windows began to steam up, but due to the limited time we had to spend on the actual deed, I couldn't afford to take notice of many other details. As it happens, we were in luck that no one passed by. When our brief encounter was over, we adjusted our clothes as quickly as possible. She put on some lipstick, ran a comb hurriedly through her hair, and we returned to the bar. I delivered her back to her husband, somewhat disheveled, although he didn't seem to notice. Just as the band was playing the final notes of On a Little Street in Singapore, I excused myself and went up to my room. I never saw them again, and I don't think I would have recognized them if I'd passed them on the street.